would you say Open Table is?
Well, my official understanding, poverty alleviation, I think that was the word.
To be sharing social resources with somebody who may be impoverished in terms of their social resources or connections.
I thought it was going to be more like we was all going to meet, everybody have this game plan and stuff, sort of like an office meeting.
I think I was expecting us to keep on moving her up to where she might have a house, all of her goals were met.
And I was just thinking about the image of this person coming and really being an open book. And every week she would turn another page and we would learn something more about her life or her background.
I think we're all really curious as to who this person was and what they were going through. It feels like a long time ago now, but
Kind of is.
it's kind of a long time ago.
Yeah.
They come in my house and I let them search. Put all the drugs out and showed them everything. That last Christmas before I went to prison, my son walked out the house and he never came home after that. This is the alley that I would come and cop. I always came here to meet my drug dealer, to get my dope.
How many times did you do that?
Constantly. Constantly. Because that's where he lived. It was easy.
Were you scared when you came here in the middle of the night?
No.
No.
No, you have no fear. Your addiction is caused by fear. But you have no fear. You can't let anybody see that fear. You know, letting everybody see that fear knows you're a coward and you're weak. And there's like no crying in the drug world. You know, no emotion. That's just the way I was taught.
But you're not afraid anymore.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what's going to happen. I thought that because of all the wrong that I did in my life and what I did to my son and my daughter, I thought I didn't deserve God. Like God blessed me with 2 beautiful children. And look what I did to them. I don't know. My legal name is Caroline Louise Deneau. I go by Ginger. I'm an addict. I've been clean for 4 years, 9 months, and 17 days. I don't want to go back to living the way I lived. I had a heart attack, drug-induced. Steady walking around with oxygen on my mouth, shooting dope, smoking dope, selling dope, cooking dinner, doing my mother's friend's hair, playing cards. Used to live to use. Up all hours of the night, not sleeping. When you crash for 3 days. I mean, it was just insane. Until the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of change, you won't change. And it's so true. Deshaun is my son. He's 19 years old. He doesn't talk to me. It's been since 2014 was the last time we talked. Jade was born in Texas. She's 27. She has a 6-year-old son named Jaden, who I haven't seen since June 13th, 2013. Jaden was taken from his mother. She sees him at my friend's house in Elwood. The court order states that he cannot be around me and he cannot be in my home. I lost me, who I was, what I was, where I was going, my direction. The drugs took me away. Maybe at first I started to get clean because I wanted my family back. But as I grew in my recovery, I want it for me. I don't want to live like that. This is my third home since coming from the state penitentiary. They have a DOC program where they pay your rent for 6 months. So I was working for Trails and I was working for McDonald's, paying my rent. I continue to sustain life. If it's cool out or there's a breeze and you open the windows and it comes through the house. This is my domain. This is where I spend most of my time. This is my domain. It's a mess. When you go to prison, you get a number. That's my number, OV8331, and that's my prison ID.
Why do you keep that up there?
To remind me where I don't want to go back.
You got the open table thing there.
Well, oh yeah. Open Table is men and women from 10 churches. We meet once a week for 1 year.
Like that? Is it taping right now?
Yeah. Okay.
Who I am and how I know Ginger?
Yeah.
My name is Abby Young, one of 2 referral coordinators for Open Table. Ginger was a person who I think we identified quickly as kind of having been through the ringer with a lot of things, with incarceration, with recovery, with different sorts of cycles in her life, and was at this place where she was identifying for herself things that she was ready to do that would be different in this season than ever before. The Open Table is disarming and vulnerable, and it is a huge risk to do when you really think about signing up for being in the middle of 12 people for a year who are going to ask you every sort of question. And in this situation, 12 people you've never met before. That is, I can't really imagine, especially being in a low point in your life, kind of submitting yourself to do this for a year. I think it, in some ways, in a lot of ways, I think it's a greater risk for the person, the brother or the sister coming onto the table than it is for the table members, because your life is about to be kind of under a microscope